Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 18 of the Parsing Noah series here on the channel using TEW 2020 as we're in the year 2013. And it's time for the first Great Voyage tour of the year. It's not going to be not one, but two big Great Voyages shows. First one, I believe, will be in Osaka, and then we'll end out the episode in the Tokyo show, which should be pretty fun. Obviously, a big ass tour like this, it's a big deal to not overbook your matches that you're thinking of doing. Obviously, I think the split. I think it's like the first five is the Great Voyage. It's actually the first six is for the Great Voyage in Osaka. Then the back. Oh, there's 11. So yeah, I even that up pretty well. As it was close, but it's 4 and then 6. Probably should make it 5 and 5. We might end up actually doing that just to save face there. Because that makes a little bit more sense, a little bit more on the even side. But for now, we'll just keep it, at least for this year, maybe for 2014. If we're still doing this, I'm sure we will. Seems like it's been a pretty fun save to book so far. And, we were really rocking and rolling now. We're almost at 15 million. It's great to see. As far as the tour goals, obviously we keep the kind of same two that we always do. Goal, for the 85 plus show ratings. And also, we're 2 months away until we can get back up to big, which I believe we are pretty much set as far as that goes. Yeah, we're +2 on pop, so we just gotta wait 2 months and a week, to be exact, which is great. Brave has now been formed instead of the Anti-No Mercy Union, since there's not No Mercy, so there's no need for an Anti-No Mercy Union, as they're gonna look to try to take on Suzuki-gun, and there'll be some fun people as far as who is now associated with Brave. It's now going to be Go Shizaki, of course, from Anti-No Mercy Union. All the Anti-No Mercy Union guys are still there, but the addition of Naomichi Marufuji and Jun Akiyama to really add to the level of just the badass baby faces. And I think it should be a pretty fun stable. Obviously, Brave in real life, instead of it's Marufuji and Sugiura instead of Marufuji and Go Shizaki like we have here. But obviously, Sugiura is not with us anymore. It's in DDT, so just felt like that was a nice idea. Now we get to change that to 11. Not 121, Jesus Christ, can you imagine? As, then there's not going to be not one, but two Great Voyages shows. As the first one is looking like this, obviously, as the opener, Junior Heavyweight Tag Team matchup of Live Strong Die Hard versus Red Dragon. Should be pretty fun there. And then we're going to have a Heavyweight Junior Tag match of Shibata and Kendo Kashin of Laughter 7. Taking on Tetsuya Naito and Daisuke Arata. Stuff, obviously, with Naito. It was like, where do we go with that as far as what he's going to do in Barcelona? Because, really, he just came through because we bought out 0-1. So it was just kind of like, it's part of the roster. We might as well bring him over. And now he's been a part of the roster for a good while, almost 6 months. We really need to start figuring out, which I will say, I do have an idea for him. We're just kind of waiting it out right now. Just because right now the current scene, it's pretty crazy with the changing of Suzuki-gun and also the changing of Brave. So it's there's a lot going on, a lot of things happening. So we don't want to overdo it. At the same time, we want to save stuff for later. So that should be a pretty fun tag match though, as the junior heavyweight singles matchup, Taiji Shimori and Atsushi Aoki. Of course, Aoki just beating Raisuke Taguchi at the last big heavy, about to say the last big heavyweight show, the last big show that we did. Now he's going to take on Taiji Shimori, the former junior heavyweight champion. This is a big time matchup to see what happens if Kushida does beat Prince Devitt, or Prince Devitt's still the champion. Could be a future contender here for one of those two men. So pretty fun. We got a 2v2v2 heavyweight tag match. Strong Big Japan, of course, of Daisuke Sakamoto and Yuji Kobayashi. The Muscle Bombers, Yuji Ino, Takeshi Morishima, the Diamond Ring of Katsuhiko Nakajima and Kento Miyahara. Should be pretty fun. Obviously, we have the next tour is the Tag League. So one to make it feel like it was going to be a pretty big deal, and one to build up the tag division even more, which every year it seems like it's getting better and better as far as our tag division, but this is crazy. We got the Muscle Bombers now, who are awesome. Strong Big Japan has even grown throughout the time. So has Diamond Ring of Nakajima, Miyahara. As far as what's going to happen, as far as who's going to represent Suzuki-gun, is it going to be Kenta and Takayama again? Or will it be either Takayama, Minoru Suzuki, or Suzuki and Kenta? A lot of different variables there. And also, Marufuji and Jun Akiyama will probably be representing Brave, and a lot going on. Still a lot going on for sure. Then we kind of already skimmed over the GSC Junior Heavyweight title matchup of Kushida and Prince Devitt. That should be a lot of fun. I would have, that was. It's kind of funny because obviously, like Kushida's kind of rise, he wasn't there when Devitt was there at the same. Well, as far as like they were there, but it wasn't like prime Kushida at that point, in prime Devitt, because Devitt by that point had slowly started to gather. Obviously, Bullet Club starts this year in 2013, and in real life, and obviously he kind of starts to rise up the card a little bit. Not too much though. They still kind of keep him as a junior for a little bit, but up until he leaves for NXT. But it's just kind of crazy. We didn't see like peak Kushida and like peak Prince Devitt wrestle at any point. But at least we get to have it here in this series, which that should be a pretty fun match. And the co-main, it's Claudio Castagnola's going to take on Kenta. That's a fun match there, obviously, as we see the main event, GHC Heavyweight title match, Minoru Suzuki and Chris Hero. So a bit of the the second tier of that match would be Claudio and Kenta, and that's going to be a lot of fun. That main and co-main. Every show that we do, I feel like, as far as on paper, stuff that I really, really enjoy. This is going to be quite the card, though. I mean, I don't really see a bad match on it. That Live Strong and Die Hard match versus Red Dragon, obviously being the opener, you would assume that would be pretty bad, but that might be in the 50s, maybe even the 60s, as far as that goes. So that's very, very exciting to see. And, for this tour is going to be long as hell. And just to have some fun, just to kind of change it up a little bit. For some of it, I'm just going to kind of talk about what's going on as far as Japanese Pro Wrestling right now. Pretty fun time in 2022 already, just 6 days in. Had a lot going on, as we'll go ahead and get this episode on the road here. March towards all these shows that we're doing. We just, as I recorded for the New Japan series, so I just realized I didn't change the skin as well, because I still have it on the New Japan series skin. It's kind of funny that I just noticed that as I was talking about that. Obviously, when I recorded it, the previous episode I just did, it was just after the first day of Wrestle Kingdom. And, obviously the second day is over with. Now we march towards the show, the New Japan versus Noah show, which, that's all fine and dandy as far as that show. It's always, as far as seeing New Japan work with other companies is great, especially, right now. Seems like a lot of, having fucking Shima on Wrestle Kingdom, pretty fun. And I don't know if that was because they said show over to, I always, it's funny, I always say GLEAT wrong, because it's supposed to be pronounced great, but you replace the R with the L, so it's like GLEAT, but I hate how that sounds. I'm weird with that. Like, if the pronunciation just sounds weird to me, I just refuse to do it, which is very self-centered, if you ask me, but it's a bit of a flaw of mine. That's it's just kind of a very fun time. Noah, right now they brought in Dragon Kid for their little reboot show that they did, which was very, very fun. Also bringing over Ninja Mac, which is, never thought I'd utter those words, but interesting time for that junior division. And also they brought over Super Crazy, former fucking All Japan Junior champ, which is another weird statement to be said. But for as far as like just Japanese pro wrestling as a whole and Wrestle Kingdom, what was my thoughts on it? I loved day 2 more than day 1. I thought day 2 was a lot more of a cohesive show, and I thought just as a whole, it really covered a lot of bases as far as you had just about something for everybody. You had the Stardom tag match. You had the as far as the Stardom tag match, the both singles matches of like Sonata and Okan, which that one I had a lot more hype into that one going into it than obviously it came out of, because that match I personally thought it kind of sucked as far as thought it didn't deliver. And then Cobb and Naito, which as a whole there, I was hoping for a little bit more, but just it's tough. That day 2, the crowd, it's always smaller, but when you're already running 12,000 on the first day, and then you have to run 6 the second day in that big ass Tokyo Dome that seats 40 seats 40,000 comfortably. That's definitely a bit of a step down. But I think as a whole, it's it was a pretty fun night. Probably my favorite match of that night, and maybe my favorite match of the 2 nights of Wrestle Kingdom, was Kenta and Tanahashi. That had no business being that crazy. That was just nuts. Poor Kenta. First of all, getting shoved off that ladder. No way I would have took that bump. And then second of all, having face first onto the trash can and it slices him. Pretty bad way too. I was really gonna have Zack beat Kakanuma. As that was just a crazy sequence, and the high fly flow off the ladder, nuts, absolutely nuts. And I think still, as far as 6 days, and we've had 2 days of Wrestle Kingdom. I think my favorite match so far is gonna be still. I think it probably will be until the end of the year. It will still probably be number one, Go and Nakajima. I mean, that match was just unreal, absolutely unreal. So I thought that would take a lot longer to go through all my kind of little thoughts, but that was it. I will say this: I just remembered United Empire. I already hate that. I'm not a huge fan of Mr. Ospreay being a real piece of shit, so never a big fan of that. But also too, like he as a whole, as the leader of the United Empire is pretty much dead in my opinion. As far as like, you have 2 years of them being a stable. All three of the main guys are now 0-2 in singles matches, so altogether they're 0-6. Not a great start for a stable. Not a great start at all. As far as will they be able to salvage it, I'm sure. You could have someone, any of those guys like win a cup or win a G1, and at least their status is elevated. Which, God, I hope not. That would definitely suck. I would hate to see that. As far as Ospreay winning like a G1 or a New Japan Cup, but it's probably gonna happen sooner rather than later. I'm trying to think what would be a good, as far as 6-man. I think we're gonna go with. I guess we could use. I think we'll do Shibata with Cashin and Kushida. Then we'll have him take on, let's see, Naito with, we could use Takeshita Endo, kind of use the younger guys. That'd be fun. Just like as an undercard match. Nothing too crazy. So I'll actually have Cashin get a win. He can beat Takeshita. Yeah, as far as the Noah New Japan show, I already didn't have high hopes when that was announced, as far as it was going to be like a memorable show or anything like that. It's very much a all-together type of show, where it's, no one's... I'm surprised they even have the one singles match with Katage and Sho. It's, I don't think a lot of people, if you're familiar with Japanese pros, you understand, the politics of kind of those crossover shows. And, there should be really politics in any type of show like that. Just from the simple fact that nobody wants their guy to lose, It's easier said than done. It's definitely like you have to have your egos checked at the door. As far as what I want this match to be, I'm thinking maybe a heavyweight tag match of just Spice Smith, Keith Walker against Pillars of Violence. There we go. So we've done this a couple of times actually, so maybe not. It's just kind of, it's the par for the course with stuff like that. We'll see if Great Bash Shields, Great Bash Warriors, as they have had one match to get in, but that was last tour. We could do it again here. No big deal, as we'll have Hanma get the win. And yeah, I'm intrigued as far as spoiler. If you're out of the New Japan loop and you don't want to get spoiled as far as what's going to happen at New Beginning and kind of the next program, Naito and Okada as a New Beginning program is quite interesting, because years ago, that's a either Dominion program or a Wrestle Kingdom promo, or that's just there's no in between. It's gonna be on one of those two big shows. So have it at a New Beginning is pretty interesting. Sonata going after Tanahashi, I believe that is the idea. Go as far as for the U.S. title. I love Sonata, but I just think they they should probably keep the belt on Tanahashi there. So I don't think the title's gonna change hands, and it's and they're still gonna do Evil and Ishii. I guess they're gonna do a lumberjack match, which just fucking put a bullet in my head right now. Whenever that happens, that's not gonna be a fun one to see. And really, I mean, they just are not meant as why New Japan is just booking themselves into the toilet will forever be a mystery. It's just it's a far cry from what we were used to. You never know how truly something special is until it's gone. As far as that goes, I don't know why we put Walter with the Muscle Bombers there, but I kind of dig it. I think we're gonna have more Shima, or we're gonna have Rikio though instead, so we can do Masada Naka, Shuji Shikawa, and we'll do. I'm trying to think what would be a good. I guess we could just use Okabayashi. I guess. Yeah, 17 minutes. Maybe a little too long for having Takeshi Rikio involved. We'll have Ishikawa pin Rikio. Alright. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty standard as far as I would like another, pretty big co-main match. Thinking, honestly, of doing a singles of Daisuke Sakamoto and Katsuhiko Nakajima. Thinking about it. Just to get that, feud into the atmosphere as well, since there's going to be, they have never had a singles match. So part of me wants to not waste their never have a singles match on a road show, on a tour show like this. Probably will scrap that idea. Yeah, see what we got as far as tags, what we could do. So I'm thinking, we can, as far as exclude who's booked. Because, I mean, we could do Ishimori Marvin against Aoki Suzuki. Kind of do Brave versus Brave. Little interstable. Maybe not, because Ricky Marvin's got a cracked tailbone, but kind of we need it. We need it. So we'll have Suzuki beat Marvin. Yeah, I mean, I guess that 6-man will be the main event, or the co-main. Strong Pillars of Violence versus Morishima Hino and Rikio. And we'll probably put that there. And we can have a traditional opener as far as having Koji Wamato or like Volter getting a win. Or maybe not Koji. Let's we can use Jimmy Yang. We can use O'Hara. We can use Kotoge because I think Kotoge's chilly, so we'll do that. Haven't done this before. So he'll get the win in 10. There we go. Alright. We got our first show. It's in the books. Let's see what happens. Kotoge with a 45, 24 for Koji Wamato. Kotoge with a maximum in 10-28. Yeah, I expect a lot of wins for Kotoge here to try to get that momentum off of him. Chili's not great. He's too good to be having Chili momentum. Great Bash Warriors against Bison Smith, Keith Walker as the Pillar Crash for Hanma in 12-13. Hanma head and shoulders above everybody else in the match as Bison Smith was the weak link. Keith Walker almost outperformed Masabu Tanaka. Words I never thought I would usher out here as, Endo with the Young Lions against Laughter 7. This probably should have went below the previous match, but that's okay. As, Cashin taps out Konosuke Takeshita, but the Junji Katame as Shibata best guy in the match. Then Naito, obviously, Kushida, and then it's, Takeshita's only 10 points worse than Cashin, and, Cashin was off his game too, so was Kushida. which is a great sign there for Kushida. He'll probably be like mid-60s. Probably could have done Naito with Apollo 55. Probably that would have made a lot more sense. We'll probably do that in the next show, to be fair. It's Ishimori and Ricky Marvin against Seoki and Suzuki, as Kotaro Suzuki pins Ricky Marvin with the Blue Destiny. Everybody did really well. Just Ishimori was the best guy, and then Ricky Marvin with his injury somewhat slowed him down, but he still would have done about the same as Suzuki and Naoki. 65 for the Strong Brothers of Violence versus Rikio with the Muscle Bombers, as Ishikawa pins Rikio with the Hawaiian Splash Mountain. It's 68 for Shuji Ishikawa, 66 is for Hino and Kobayashi. 73 for Morishima. Didn't even see it. He was the best guy in the match. I just realized we double booked Masad Tanaka, which is pretty hilarious because we should have had Daisuke there. That's funny. Don't mind that, as that's what happens when I'm not paying attention. As a 77 main event, though, Suzuki-gun Kings of Wrestling, as Zack beats Kakanuma with the PK kick. Should we have had Suzuki-gun lose in their first outing? Probably not. That's okay. We got a long tour. I'm sure they'll get a lot of wins throughout this tour. Suzuki with a 64. That kind of shows you where he's at. As far as, as he's obviously a veteran, obviously. And I don't think he'll grow a lot throughout the time. But not bad. Not a bad starting point. He can only go up from here. 75, though, thanks to the main. So on to day 2 we go. We're gonna have a lot of Road 2 shows and a lot of the Great Void shows. I'm excited to see how they play out. Hopefully nobody gets hurt as far as we get into that point, though. That's always a scary thing about doing long tours like this. Somebody gets hurt, it really fucks shit up. That would not be fun. That would not be a great way to start this tour off. So we should probably use Jimmy Yang too. Oh wow, I think Kingston was the booker. That's from Chikara. Interesting. See what happens. So a lot of people leaving Chikara. Which is kind of weird. Seeing Jillian Hall and Chikara. So day 2. We got a backstage incident. It's Kobashi passing on microphone work tips to Go Shizaki. Realized I didn't change the venue. Not that it really mattered. Because we've kind of I've ran it everywhere. Close to 2,000. It's still not at 1,850. So yeah, I think we're going to do that 6-man right now of Apollo 55 with Naito. No, Naito's not here. Never mind. Does that make sense? He's got New Japan. A lot of guys got a lot of New Japan bookings going on. Hanma as well. Daichi as well. Yep. So I guess we'll probably do as far as maybe a tag. We can do Minoru Suzuki with Kanemaru against Zack and Hero. That's a pretty good main. Pretty good. It's 20. So we'll have Suzuki beat Zack. Which is obviously hilarious. Until he becomes, like, Zack ends up being in Suzuki and obviously IRL. Just the, how different this timeline is. 6-man, maybe not as the co-main, but somewhere on this card, I would like to do Red Dragon with a Young Lion. We'll say Koji Yamato. And then Live Strong, Die Hard with, let's say, Tetsuya Endo. $16. That's a little too much, actually. 12 is probably where that match should be. Has, who could really use a win here? I wasn't really looking at the momentum. Fish was warm. So was Kyle. Let's see, Roddy's neutral. And Eddie's neutral. So, We'll give one of those guys the win. I will go with Roddy. He can beat Koji Yamamoto. There we go. Oh yeah, we can have another undercard match. We'll throw Walter out there. Trying to think who he can beat up. Yeah, Taniguchi might be a little too much for him. Because he's almost there. He just needs a little bit more of a shove in that direction. We can have Ishii beat him. Or at least have a match with Ishii. Or Johnny the Bull. Since we haven't used Johnny the Bull since fucking September. Sorry, he's got a cracked tailbone. So maybe not him. Let's see. I guess we could do Alex Payne, but Alex Payne's kind of a junior, so. Mio Kita. Which we did. Yeah, that's I think they have bad. No, they don't have bad chemistry. I think they just weren't over enough. Back up on that. I'm gonna do Bison Smith. Shout out Bison. Cold as hell. I don't know why I clicked on that, but that's okay. So I'm assuming Walter will outperform him. Yeah, we don't need to make sure it's scripted. Yeah, saw that one coming. Yeah, I mean, it slightly will hurt that. Maybe not. I'm just gonna scrap that entirely. Let's, we can go with some more stuff on the card. That can be the opener for now. As far as, I think having No Limit, or not No Limit, Jesus, having Future Shock, I don't know why I was thinking No Limit, of Harada, Ohara, and Tsushi Aoki, they could take on just the kind of weird subgroup of, like, it used to be, obviously Los Perros de Mal de Japón, but then they also, have been having Ricky Marvin team with Crazy. Even though he's got a cracked tailbone, he should be good to go. I love how Aoki's been putting this instead of Katage. There we go. Had to fix that. This is a tough one to call. As far as, have we done this before? We have. It was the last episode. That's the actual first navigation show. Wow. Shows you how shoddy my memory is. To do it again. No, I'm kind of all over the place with this. I haven't really loved a whole lot from what I've seen that I've put together so far. We could do Harada and Ohara against Super Crazy and Nozawa. That's a fine match, a junior tag match that we've, as far as, never done. Too. That's fun. We're gonna have Crazy beat Ohara. Now, as far as maybe a Brave 6-man, just as far as what we could do, having like Marufuji, Uncle June, and either Aoki or or Kotori Suzuki even. I think I'll use Suzuki, and then they'll take on Suzuki-gun, Kenta, Takayama, and Kakanuma. Yeah, but they've never done this before. Now, this could be a fine co-main, just with the guys we have in this. Takayama's a little bit on the colder side. Kakanuma is as well. We could have Kakanuma beat Kotori Suzuki. I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll run with it. Oh, wow, that would have been a bad idea. Slow build, there we go. So yeah, that could be the co-main for now. Just need 2 more. Just a normal tag. Maybe, as far as what we could do, have it make sense at the same time. 6-man. 6-man, and we can do Diamond Ring versus Muscle Bombers, and Muscle Bombers, Katsuhiko Nakajima, Kento, Miyahara, and we'll use Keno. And Morishima Hino with... That's going to be the tough question here. Who's going to be teaming up with Muscle Bombers for this just kind of 6-man? Man, it's tough call. Tough call, because I guess we could throw Johnny the Bull out there. He seems like a bit of a muscle bomber. Yeah, that's he's not affiliated with him. He's not a part of Muscle Bombers, but just for this one-time deal. So we're gonna have Miyahara pin Johnny the Bull. That's a pretty good match. Okay, I mean, Keno's gonna be the worst guy, but he's gonna get like a 50. It's a pretty good mid-card match. And, yeah, we need another one. Probably a heavyweight, either tag match or just a heavyweight match in general. Because we could throw a singles match out here. As far as, I haven't used Taniguchi. At least we used them, actually, a little bit ago. Just thinking we hadn't. Man, oh man. I mean, I guess we could do him and Taue, which would be pretty shit. But I guess we can do it. 13 minutes, Taniguchi gets the win. I kinda hate it, but it must be done. As far as what's, yeah, we need to steal the show match. That should probably be this match, to be fair. Well, I guess I could be this one. That makes a little bit more sense. There we go. Alright. Let's run the show. 53 for the opener. It's actually not bad at all. So yeah, I mean, we got high 50s for Live Strong, Die Hard, and we got mid to low 50s for Red Dragon. That's a good sign of where that match is going to place. Umana being off his game, got outperformed by Endo. So yeah, the Gibson driver. Project Strong. 42, yep, not great, but Taniguchi at least with a 47, as he gets the one with the front suplex in 1050. Super Crazy and Nozawa beat Harada and Ohara, and Super Crazy pins Ohara with the trifecta. Nozawa, best guy in the match, followed by Harada, then Super Crazy was off his game. Yeah, I mean, just two teams, one with excellent, one with great chemistry. Can't go wrong with that. 69 for this 6-man here, as Miyahara pins Johnny the Bull with the blackout. 74 for Morishima, best guy in the match. Followed by Nakajima, 73. Pretty awesome. Miyahara, the 65. 55 for Hino, yeah. And actually, Johnny the Bull was the worst guy, thanks to the injury. Shout out Keno, getting a 53. 67 for the 6-man. Wow, the wrong 6-man was the co-main. As Suzuki-gun beat Brave, as Kakanuma taps out Kotori Suzuki. I'm sure that's because of the finish there. Because, Kotori Suzuki is like a 9 points better than him. It was somewhat close up until you get Kakanuma and Kotori Suzuki. But obviously the better junior is Kanemaru, which is why he was in this match. Which what a match, as we have Minoru Suzuki tapping out Zack Sabre Jr. with a Saka Otoshi, rather, as that's a 79. That's a really, really good match. Chris Hero was 84. Everybody else was in the 60s. Great stuff. Chris Hero carrying the tour, like always. So, pretty solid first two shows. Obviously we built up a good bit of like Suzuki-gun and Kings of Wrestling. and also Suzuki-gun and Brave. So they're kind of taking on two stables at once. Obviously, we're gonna hope for Naito to be back to be able to run the 6-man that we want as far as Laughter 7 with Shibata against Apollo 55 and Naito. And now we'll take a break, and we'll catch you for day 3. Alright, so we'll just kind of see. Yep, New Japan is working this show as well. It's alright, luckily we got a long tour, so we can just hold off on that. As far as what else to book here, it's funny, we're already at our 3rd day. I'm just kind of like, oh, what else can we throw out there? I think a 6-man of Kenta, Suzuki, Takayama against the 6-man team of Marufuji, Jun Akiyama, and Kendo Kobashi is another guy I forgot the way I had join Brave. I think that just makes sense. You have a really big 6-man there. That's a lot of big names too. As far as that goes, Suzuki, Kenta, and Takayama. We're gonna have Suzuki beat Kobashi, just for a little payback for Kobashi beating him during the GHC title reign. Way back when. It's crazy that match would have been about 8, 9 years ago at that point. Maybe a little bit, yeah, about that. It would have been just under 10. No, yeah, it was just under 10 years. We're trying with Suzuki. Obviously, he's got the big time title match because of the beatdown angle. So you want to at least try to solidify him as a pretty top challenger contender for Hero. And now for kind of what we could do. Trying to think would be a fun option. So we have a lot of we have Ishimori and Aoki as far as they're facing off against each other. I mean, Brave versus Brave. We could maybe do something to where we have, say, Diamond Ring with either Ishimori or Aoki, and then Muscle Bombers with either Ishimori or Aoki. Just something different there. Morishima, Hino. And then we'll probably use Aoki. Ishimori as a muscle bomb would be kind of funny. He's built like one. He was not blessed with height. The short king, as in Aoki with Miyahara Nakajima. Bit of an interesting ordeal here. Obviously, having literally 3. Well, 2. I always forget Muscle Bombers aren't a stable. As far as 2 stables and a tag team coming together for this 6-man. We just had Diamond Ring get a win, so I think we'll have Muscle Bombers get 1 this time around. We'll have Yujino beat. Oof. Yeah, we'll have him beat Miyahara. And then they'll have either at the next tour date or one down the line, we'll do 2 singles matches. Have Morishima, Nakajima, Miyahara, Hino to set that up. I think that's a pretty good idea. Because, we just have 2 more before the Great Voyage as far as that Volume 1 show in Osaka. So, at the same time, we are having to book a lot of shows this episode. At the same time, we do have to remember that fact. Which I think would be a good idea for just a tag match. I think we'll have Sasuke Yoshitone against the team of Crazy Nozawa. I figured they hadn't had a match together. You never know. Sometimes you just gotta double check. Yeah, we're gonna have Nozawa get the win there. He's gonna beat Yoshitone. Fun match, though. Fun fucking match. Oh yeah, Sasuke's the agent. I'll be Hayabusa. Yeah, I mean, we've got a good bit of the top part of the card. Now we can kind of work our way down. Let's get some guys that aren't going to be on this final show on the card. So maybe like, yeah, maybe like a Kotor Shiga. Yeah, I guess we could maybe do something like that. Have Kotor Shiga with Taniguchi. And then have Alex Payne with Keith Walker. Since Keith Walker in Bizarro World here is better than Bison Smith. 12 minutes. We'll have Alex Payne beat Shiga. Big time win for Alex Payne. Cool. A young lion match. We'll have them team. Lavendo and Takashita team. Let's see. We can have, as far as maybe throw a team that's not really officially a team out there. Yeah, we could throw Keno and Okita. See how they do as a team. 12 minutes might be a little too long, but we'll have Keno get the win. Don't care who takes the fall there. So Kita will probably be the second best guy in the match, but it'd be funny if he wasn't. It'd be funny if Takashita and Nindo outperform him. Yeah, we just need one more match here. Surprise we have, as far as, yeah, we do need it. Thought we had that as a steal of the show. I guess I didn't take, because I clicked on the wrong match. Yeah, that'll probably be the opener. That'll probably be the second match. We need something to go below that tag match. As far as I love having the singles match for some reason there. Trying to think what would be a good idea. I guess we could do, yeah, we could do Raisuke Taguchi and Kendo Cashin just as like a match to do. As far as, wow, they've had a lot of 0-1 and Smash matches. It's crazy. Yeah, they had the Tag League match, the only match they did. Noah, Apollo 55 won. But we'll have Taguchi get that pinfall there. Thinking, 13, 14 minutes. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, we'll keep it 14. And yeah, here we go. Some, we got a lot going on. As far as heavyweight junior tag match, or junior singles match, junior tag match. And trying to just hit all the buttons there. It's a 36. Fucking Keno with a 60. Awesome. Awesome. As Keno with a high right head kick in 11:31. They were close. They were close. Takashita and Endo, 35s and 31s, and Okita with a 41. Yeah, I mean, Diamond Ring. They're getting better and better. They are quite fucking awesome. As the heavyweight junior tag match actually did pretty well. As Alex Payne and Keith Walker, not a bad little team. As Alex Payne with the sweet spot over Kotor Shiga. He's the best guy in the match, but we're still trying to elevate Alex Payne. We could probably do this again down the line. Have the rematch and have Alex Payne beat Shiga. We might do that as far as after the Great Voyage in Osaka Volume 1 show. We might do that on a tour show. 53 here for Taguchi and Kendo Cashin. Taguchi gave it his all, almost got a 60, just wasn't enough there. It's Taguchi with the Dodon at 14.25. The 62 for Crazy and Yoshitone against Nozawa and Super Crazy. So that was Super Crazy. Pretty great junior tag team there. As Nozawa pins Yoshitone with the Nozawa driver. Sasuke gets outperformed by Nozawa, thanks to the chemistry boost. But some good stuff. Good stuff there. There's a 72 for this match, as the 6-man co-main event. Ishimori with the Muscle Bombers beat Diamond Ring with Aoki, as Eugenio pins Miyahara with a bridging German suplex. Yeah, pretty good stuff there. As Morishima, best guy in the match, then Taiji Ishimori and Kendo Miyahara, who outperformed Nakajima. So everyone thought Nakajima doing really well for himself, but still, 67 is not bad at all. Worst guy in the match was Eugenio with a 64. I'll take it. A 71 main, again. We can't get that fucking main event match figured out, but Minoru Suzuki taps out Kento Kobashi there. So yeah, Kento best guy in the match, followed by Kobashi, then Marufuji, Suzuki, 55 for Takayama, and Jun Akiyama. Marufuji was off his game too, probably would have outperformed Kobashi had he been on it. You know, pretty good show. Pretty good show there. So we just have, 2 more left, and we're dying for that fucking 6-man of Apollo 55 with Tetsuya Naito, rather, Jesus, against Shibata and the rest of the latter 7 of Kushida and Kendo Kashin. We might even do an 8-man, where we have Ishii or Goto, one of the 2, team up. Wow. They ran Cowboy Stadium and drew 90,000 for Elimination Chamber. There's Bubba Ray Dudley beating Sheamus. Cena and Punk beat Bryan and DiBiase. That got 100. Sin Cara and Kane got an 88. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. And 97. Wonder who are Mayhem. Trent Beretta and JTG. Boy, that really is mayhem. Poor Dolph Ziggler. The fact that match even got an 81 is, no, fucking Big Rick, fucking Big, Ezekiel Jackson getting the same in-ring performance rating as, Dolph. That's pretty great. Gotta love this mod, I tell you. Fucking Alex Shelley losing, losing to Barrett. Damn. The New Japan show, which drew 55,000. Ishii, they did Ishii and Goto. They did Tanahashi and Hanma. Wow, that's probably a super young Kaisi. They got a 50. Yamato and Shima and Taguchi. This is just poor Okada. Team with Ogawa and Bushi. Yeah, not great. Not. They're booking Del Rio and Tama Tonga in the Intercontinental title match. Makes me sad seeing how the computer gets some great ratings out, and we, as far as our best show ever, I guess it wasn't 90. It was that Global League that we had to redo. But even then, I think we're getting there, though. A couple of our recent shows have done pretty well. I think we're getting there. That was on to day 4 we go. And we get the backstage incident. Just great. Let's go in Sakuraba. Let's go was before Russell's court accused of spending way too much time in front of the mirror admiring himself. Holy shit. Big pop there. Just Go Shiozaki being a narcissistic fuck. Who would have guessed? Judge Sakuraba found him guilty and sentenced by drinks for everyone after the show. Alright. Are they here? They are. Perfect. New Japan guys are here. And first, I do want to book, as far as, Jimmy Yang. We need to get him out of here. As far as, for his final little match. Part of me wants to have Alex Payne beat him, but maybe. Maybe not. Maybe just have Nozawa beat him. This could be a fun little match, though. Have we done this before? Done the tag. We've never done the singles. Makes sense. We could maybe have this still the show. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough with Nozawa to really gauge, because obviously most of his ratings we've seen has been from his tag work. So we'll just put it there as 14 and see what happens. So, I mean, this could be close to the main event. Probably a co-main. Maybe even the main. Just to kind of give something different out there. But just with Kendo Kashin being involved, I'm a little nervous. As, Kendo Kashin. Naito. With, as far as, Apollo 55. Yeah, 20 minutes. We'll have Naito beat Kashin. Poor Kendo Kashin. Just being a real whipping boy. Alright. So, I mean, that's the potential main. Could be co-main. Let's kind of see how I'm feeling. So, I do know Koei Sato's back. which is also mean he can make his debut finally. So we can do him, Ishikawa, which Ishikawa's pop is crazy. As him being in the 70s now. We might just have them in a tag match. So we don't really do a lot of heavyweight tag matches on this tour. Just to change up the Twin Towers of Violence. Which I think would be a fun match for him. As far as trying to think what would be our best option here. Not a lot of great options. Boy, oh boy. So one thing, we have everyone kind of wrapped up in either story or stable, and then they'll get a point where it's like, I don't really know what we should do. Because as far as they on the show, they're taking on as far as they don't really have like a big match or anything. So we can maybe do, as far as just trying to think outside the box, because I want them to win is another thing too. We might just do a no-way with Taniguchi rather. Just as like a normal kind of thrown together undercard team. Have I'm not sure how Koei's gonna do, so we'll just have Ishikawa win. And it's something on the undercard. But Ishikawa should make that match pretty good. See what we can do as far as the opener. Because I think I want to do Tanasaki versus either Iwamato or... yeah, probably Iwamato, to be fair. Trying to think if I've done this. Nope. Tanasaki would be getting the win. Yeah, now we can do as far as do Nakajima versus Morishima. Which, what a match. It's pretty awesome. As far as I'm just kind of looking to see if we've ever done that match of the singles. We haven't. Big time singles match, first time meeting. I'm going to give him 26. We're going to have Morishima get the win. Which, of course, that will mean I love splitting it. We'll have Miyahara beat Yuji Hino. We also need a match to steal the show, which will probably be the... I guess we could maybe have it be this match. Not a terrible idea. So guys, we're going to have 3 straight singles matches on this tour show. Not sure where we're going to run the show at. Because we probably should run it to where there's a good bit of people there. For it having such a pretty good card. Like this. I mean, we have 4 singles matches. And, we don't really need to run. I think Shibu's probably our best bet. So that's just under 2,000. Yeah, we'll just run 2,000. Alright. Run the show. 48. Tanasaki beats Koji Iwamato with the Casanova. 55 for Tanasaki, 22 for Koji Iwamato, who's off his game. 60 for this match, wow. Yeah, I mean, it sucks that Koei Sato, I don't know if it's just kind of ring rust there. Oh, yeah, just ring rust on that rating. So I figured so, because he'd been gone for a while, obviously, since we bought out 0-1, we've just been waiting for him to be healthy, and now he's finally healthy. Ishikawa pins Sawa Noe with the Hawaiian Splash Mountain. Yeah, 73. 48 for Taniguchi, 37 for Noe, 32 for Koei Sato. 64 for Jimmy Yang and Nozawa. Nozawa gets outperformed to get the win in 14:05 with the Nozawa driver. 67 for Miyahara and Yuji Hino, as Yuji Hino takes the blackout in 12:52. Probably should have gave that a little bit more time, to be fair. We need that to steal the show. And a 72 for Morishima and Nakajima, who both are in the 70s, as Nakajima takes the Amaze Impact in 25-35. And then a 77 for the main, Laughter 7 against Naito with Apollo 55 as Naito taps out. Kendo catcher with the Koji Clutch. So Shibata with a 79, 76 for Naito, 70s for Kushida and Devitt. Kushida with a 70 and Devitt with a 70, so great sign. And Taguchi with a 66. Poor Kendo Cash getting carried to a 77. Pretty good show. Pretty good show. I mean, really, besides the opener, everything was 60 plus. Can't beat that. You cannot do that. So yeah, now we did, as far as that 6-man, we finally got to book that. Got the singles matches for Muscle Bombers and Diamond Ring. As far as what I would like to do next for, because obviously Strong Big Japan also have to be playing somewhat of a part in this. Maybe doing a 6-man of Strong Big Japan and then Muscle Bombers. With, I mean, that's just an idea. Maybe not do Johnny the Bull, though. Maybe still use him. Not sure, as far as it is right now. So, let's see what we can put together. Because we can also use Rikio, too. Trying to think what would be a... Because I think we're going to have it be Strong Big Japan with Koei Sato to kind of get him back into the groove of things. And then Rikio with Muscle Bombers. We'll keep it 16, but it shouldn't go that long. To be, let's bump it down, actually. 13's, back 12's fine. So, I forgot to, just was clicking to click shit. There we go. So, we'll have Koei get the win over Rikio. I'm sure Rikio will love that. I'm not even going to keep him strong. I'll just pay him off. We've made enough money. I think we can manage. Wow, didn't even complain about it. Way to go, Takeshi Rikio. Is this pop that bad now? No? Huh. Just felt like doing the favor? Yeah, it's been, yeah. I'll be damned. I am shocked. So now what we could do for this last show before the Great Voyage, maybe do a tag of Suzuki and Kenta against Hiro and Claudio. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about that, because now that kind of... Because they're the tag champs, so it'd be weird if we had the challengers beat them. Yeah, I guess we could do that. Guess we can. As Minoru Suzuki and about to Chris Hero and Kenta. What a match. It's 26 minutes. Boy, this is a tough question here. It's like, do we have Kenta beat Claudio? Do we have Claudio beat Kenta? I think we're going to have Claudio beat Kenta here. That's a big-time win for Claudio. Big-time pin. Pinning a former GHC heavyweight champion like that. It's pretty awesome. Hopefully nobody gets hurt, though. God, can you imagine? Whew. That would suck. That would be no bueno, is what that is. I get that we could do a tag match as well as far as Takayama and Taichi. Against Marufuji and Akiyama. So we'll give him 18. I'm not sure how, obviously, Taichi's going to do, but we'll have Marufuji beat Takayama. That's a pretty far-gone conclusion. Not a great night for Suzuki-gun here. There's a lot of pinfall losses for him on this show. So yeah, we definitely have our main girl main and all that set. As far as what else on the card, we can maybe do something as far as a 6-man do a Live Strong Die Hard 6-man against Red Dragon. We'll have Live Strong Die Hard with Alex Payne against Red Dragon with Tanasaki. We'll have it steal the show, and we'll have Alex Payne beat Tanasaki. Ooh, yeah, he ain't happy about all that. Pops in the mid 50s, 40s. I'm gonna keep it. We'll keep him strong though. Maybe that'll sway him. Yep. Good call. Good call, Tanasaki. So we are doing, as far as Shibata with Cashin and Naito and Arata. Guess we're gonna do a 6-man of that, where we add Kushida and we add either Kotoge or Harada. We'll probably use Kotoge for that one. So yeah, we'll do a Momono Seishin tag with Naito, which, I mean, this card's crazy now that I'm thinking about it, because we have, and then Shibata with Kushida and Cashin. Yeah, we should have done this a lot sooner. Should have done this on the last card, probably. Because, yeah, I mean, this is big time. Big time match here. We're going to have Kushida beat Harada here. I hate to do it. Yeah, that's going here now. Boy, oh boy. That's what's going to be the opener. Probably a Young Lion match. Just to really shove this down the toilet. Because we could do, like, Iwamato against, like, Endo or Takashita. We can also use Keisuke Ishii. Yeah, we can do Keisuke Ishii and Endo. Which I haven't done. Good sign there. 10 minutes with Ishii getting the win. Alright. Save. And run. 31. Not great. This guy's Ishii with a 48. With the kneel kick in 10:01. It's Tetsuya Endo taking the fall there. It's a 57 for the Alex Payne with Live Strong Die Hard. 6-man against Tanasaki and Red Dragon. As Red Dragon and Tanasaki lose. As Alex Payne with a sweet spot. 12:20. Yeah, Tanasaki was one of the best guys in the match, so probably shouldn't have had him lost, but at the same time, really everybody in that match was pretty solid, and it was pretty even. Just Bobby Fish was the worst guy with a 51, and Tanasaki and Kyle O'Reilly with 61s there. Yeah, it'd probably be smart to do a singles match there, as far as, just in the future. A 65 for Strong Pillars of Violence against those Muscle Bombers with Rikio, as Koei Sato taps out again with the high angle German suplex being broken. Love it. 43. It's getting a little better. He outperforms Rikio though, which is a good sign. Morishima's almost in the almost in the 80s rather, which is cool. Yeah, that 2v2v2 match is going to be pretty awesome. Strong Big Japan Muscle Bombers and Diamond Ring. 68 for the 6-man here as Naito and Shibata. Shibata with an 80. It's not Naito with a 73. As Kushida taps out Harada with a Kushida lock. Pained me to do it, but didn't want to have Cashin taking a fall. Didn't want to have Kotoge taking a fall either. Just felt like that was the next best thing. Oof. 65 there as Taichi at least is doing better than Takayama. They don't click though, so there went that. Not good. But Taichi, though, yeah, I guess with the kind of negative rating there, with the negative pop, oh my god, negative pop, with the negative timing, he probably did a little bit better if this was just like a normal singles match. Probably would have been in the high 50s. So that's a good sign. 79, though, for the main. Claudia pins Kenta with a Ricola bomb. Probably could have had that beat for the tag belts. just an idea, but I was just like, yeah, let's better not, better not. So what a match to lead us to the Great Voyage in Osaka show. That's nothing like having a 5 show tour and no one gets hurt. That's a very much a knock on wood moment when you can do that. And yeah, we got the as far as the 5 shows down, and we just got 6 more to go. Should be fun. Should be so much fun as far as some of these big time matches. I think a lot of people are going to be probably upset by the way this show's going to go with the Great Voyage in Osaka Volume 1, because I'm flipping this company upside down. Is the idea here. Bit of a shocking show. Alright, so we got the show lined up. If I can see what the incident is, it's O'Hara. So it was the same thing, but he just didn't join the rest of the locker room on the night out, so he was found getting incidents to buy drinks for everyone after the show. Okay, so for the Great Voyage show in Osaka, obviously this is going to have to be in Osaka. So there went the Jinju Stadium. If I'm almost 50,000, though, is pretty awesome, though, as I'm just kind of think it's still just going to be Osaka. Oh, we could almost run Osaka Dome. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. It's not going to be a sellout, but it'll be damn near close. Hell yeah. The Osaka Dome. Awesome. So, main event is, as I'm looking for, so there is Suzuki. It's Minoru Suzuki. And Chris Hero. Yep. Suzuki-gun gets the win, and Minoru Suzuki beats Chris Hero. I'm sure, the Pro Wrestling Noah fans and everyone in Japanese that was a fan of Japanese press, is like, oh no, Suzuki-gun's gonna run rampant all over Pro Wrestling Noah and destroy that company from within. Great. Just bit like a Vietnam flashback for the vets. Not good. But after the show, as Suzuki, celebrating his shocking upset win and being the GC Heavyweight Champion, out comes Go Shiozaki making his return, and he challenges Minoru Suzuki for a title match. Suzuki says, hold on, you just got back. Tell you what, if you could beat Kenta, you get the title match. So we're hyping up Go and Kenta, and we also, we're going to set up as far as if Go beats him, he gets the first title match for Suzuki. As far as Chris Hero losing the belt, obviously him being double champ, it's, and that's twice now we've had someone be double champ as far as heavyweight champ and tag champ at the same time. It's, and both times the guy either dropped the belt rather quickly after gaining one or the other, and for Kenta's sake, he dropped both. So it was just kind of like how the mighty have fallen. But for Hero, having, a great title match with Shibata, to go from the shocking debut of Suzuki and Noah, or not the debut, the shocking return of Noah, rather, the shocking return of Minoru Suzuki to Noah, and, changing No Mercy to Suzuki-gun, and really settling that they are a legitimate threat with that win there. It's the co-main for Claudio and Kenta. Kenta's going to be Claudio there, which is hence why it's going to be a big deal for Kenta and Go, because obviously Kenta getting a big win there. So now for the rest of the card, we'll have obviously the JC Junior Heavyweight matchup of Kushida and Devitt, which Devitt gets the win. Junior Heavyweight title match is going to go 25, and Devitt's going to win with, assuming Princess Throne, maybe even something else. Maybe the double foot stomp. We'll see. As then it's the 8-man for Suzuki-gun and Brave, which we're going to give that to Suzuki-gun as well. Big night for Suzuki-gun, as they beat Brave, as Ricky Marvin's going to take the fall, which usually Buchanan Marshall outperform him there. We're going to have that set to steal the show as well. This 2v2v2 for the number 1 contendership for the tag belts. Diamond Ring are going to get it. They're going to beat Muscle Bombers. I think it's going to be an elimination process here. Actually, no. No, we better make it we should probably see if there is a non-elimination aspect to this while I'm thinking about it. It's 3-way tag. Assuming there's not. Great. We'll just say we'll make it a new thing. 1 fall, and standard 1 fall. Well, just make sure it's 1 fall on the record. There we go. That way we don't have to worry about doing that every time, as far as making sure is an elimination match, is a non-elimination match. I can just click on that. That's for the junior match. Ishimori and Aoki. Ishimori's going to beat Aoki there. It's Brave versus Brave. That's just done. That was done in the mod, as far as 0-1 did it. I want to say it was 2 years ago, which is pretty funny. But that, of course, 0-1 does it. Tag match, heavyweight junior tag match. Harada's going to be cash-in. That's just for, Harada lost to Kushida, and they kind of build up, but, a Harada-Kushida singles match in the future. It's kind of what that is. There. And then Live Strong Die Hard versus Red Dragon, the opener. We set that for Steal the Show as well, which we probably shouldn't, and we also have given that away too much fucking time. 13 minutes is good. There, and we're gonna, just 1 minute. We'll just bump that down to 18. There we go. How we doing on the analysis? Just one ref's being used too much. See if we can figure it out. Oh, right here, perfect. Nailed it. Alright, so, for the pre-show. So I want to make sure that was, okay, that is post-show, so perfect. So the pre-show here. Well, probably as far as 6-man, probably Strong Pillars of Violence appearance is what I'm thinking. Yeah, do the Crushed Warriors of Hanma, Saito, or Koei Sato, rather, and then Ishikawa. It's funny, Hanma is good in IWGP Heavyweight title match in New Japan here in Noah. We have him in the pre-show. As, trying to think who would be Mike Smith, Keith Walker, and yeah, it's not a lot of options we can use. Yeah, I'll do Johnny the Bull with Smith and Walker. 10 minutes. We'll have Hanma win. He can beat Keith Walker, I guess. And then the next pre-show match, which, forgot to add it as the pre-show. There we go. Probably a singles match. Maybe, yeah, no, it sucks if Zach's not on the cards. I was thinking maybe him. I was thinking maybe, Taguchi and him. Nah. Maybe Ishii. Do Ishii Walter. That'd be fun. Have we done this before? Yeah, sick. 12 minutes. Ishii's gonna get the win, obviously. Busting out the big names for the pre-show. So hopefully we get 50,000 for the Osaka Dome here for this Great Voyage in Osaka. Volume 1 show. Let's see what happens. 66. Wow. As Ishii pins Falter with a Brainbuster in 11:46. And a 70 for this 6-man. It's Ishikawa and Hanma. And Koei Sato beat John the Bull with Bison Smith and Keith Walker as Hanma pins Keith Walker with a pillar crash. So, it's weird. I don't think Koei Sato's ever going to get to that level. But honestly, it's funny. We didn't even put Ishikawa and Hanma as far as like a team in the Strong Pillars of Violence. They really should be like the secondary unit. Because I was thinking it was going to be either Hanma and Masato Tanaka, but it should be Ishikawa and Hanma, the way their ratings are. Ratings are great. So Live Strong, Die Hard, and Red Dragon. I was thinking it was going to be like, 50s, 60s. Oh, no. Right there at 70. Kyle O'Reilly makes Eddie Edwards tap the ankle lock in 13:23. Big win for Kyle. And that's just a great win all in all for Red Dragon. So they outperform him. And, just a all-around good effort. Almost 50,000. Just almost 700 people shy. So 67. I can't believe it. I'm shocked that this cash-in was that bad, but, Shibata with a 91. It's insane. As Harada, with the Harada pistol on Kendo cash in 14:27, rather. Cashin was the worst. Shibata's the best. Naito with an 81, though. 57 for Arata. Good stuff. 68 for Ishimori and Aoki. As it's close. Yvette probably should have gave it a little bit more time as well. As Ishimori off his game still outperforms him. And he gets him with the Hammer Celio in 17:41. And 81 for the 2v2 match. As Nakajima pins Morishima with the Bridging German. Morishima with a 91. That's pretty great. Strong Big Japan with 82s and 83s. Nakajima with a 77. 66 for Miyahara. And a 70 for Yuji Hino. Obviously, the excellent chemistry from Muscle Bombers and Strong Big Japan. And it's just kind of funny the team that does not have the excellent chemistry boost gets the win. And are the new number one contenders. It's a 66. Oh my god. Really should have had that not be, as far as, should have flipped that. Maybe should have had that be, as far as, like, the second match on the card. So that was not great. Not great at all. But Suzuki Gun beat Brave. Kanemaru pins Ricky Marvin the Deep Impact. Fucking Marufuji gave it his all, though. 82. 72 for Ricky Marvin. Wrong guy lost there. Kanemaru being really off his game hurt that. So is, Jun Akiyama. Tough. Wrong team won for sure. Wasn't even close. Should have been Brave all the way. Then the junior heavyweight title matchup gets a 78. Devitt makes his second defense with the Princess Throne in 25-23. Yeah, they were close for the tour, but for this match, Devitt killed him, and I'm just kind of curious to see just inconsistency on both guys. Really, was the only negative thing about that. Got the crowd hotter too, which is perfect for this co-main and main. Co-main's an 87. Great stuff as Kenta beats Claudia with the Busaiku knee in 25-35. Not enough selling shown. Could have had better color commentary out there. Pretty good stuff, all in all. And, still, Claudia not only beating Kenta, though, in that tag match really helped as well, as far as to get him into this point, but it's a good match there. Ooh, yeah, I had a feeling about that one. Just with the decision being made for Suzuki-kun to get the win. Minoru Suzuki beats Chris Hero in 32-21. We're we're making a guy. We're making a stable, feel like a legitimate threat, and we're making a big return for this man as well, and Go Shiozaki to come back, being a part of Brave, and really having the story for this Great Voyage tour really being Brave versus Suzuki-gun. And, that's what's going to happen, because now we're going to have Kenta and Go, and of course if Go wins, he gets the title match. We'll see what, if he loses, we'll see what Suzuki has in store for the Pro Wrestling Noah roster, but we'll obviously be doing as well on that, yeah, we got to change his gimmick. Fan favorite. Perfect. Yeah, because he was, I think, pure heart and it wasn't working out for him. Like, maybe a change of gimmick was a good idea. Yeah, an 80, it's, wrong decision, but that's, in the grand scheme of the vision, I'm fine with it, because we didn't lose pop, we don't need to gain any pop, we're going to be big size, we're just kind of waiting, so while we're waiting to either drop or gain pop, we might as well, while we're stuck in limbo, we might as well try to, change some guys up as far as getting them better and preparing them for when we are able to do that, which hopefully will be either after the tag league or towards the end of the tag league, we'll be able to do that. As far as who's going over in the speeches here, Chris Hero, for sure. They're putting over Suzuki, no problem. As far as, we're going to give some love to Kenta for his performance, and for Takeshi Morishima for his performance in that tag match. Some great stuff. Great stuff. So yeah, we got Diamond Ring versus Kings of Wrestling. We have, potentially Go Shiozaki Minoru Suzuki, or just whatever Suzuki decides, if that's not the case, as far as, if Go falls short on his return. We're also going to do Naito and Shibata, which should be pretty good. I think that will be a number one contenders match, is the plan there as well, so that should be pretty fun. But yeah, 49,000 people in Osaka for the Osaka Dome. Pretty great. Pretty great. Got a pay raise for Nakajima. I'm assuming we'll have a break between the day. Yeah, we will. So we'll be back for day 7. All right. So obviously with this show, we want to look and see what the card's going to be looking like for, as far as I went to the wrong screen. There we go. For the Great Voyage in Tokyo show. So our main event, Go Shiozaki versus Minoru Suzuki. He will be beating Kenta. That match is happening on day 9, I want to say. Just because we have 7 and 8 back to back, just felt like it would be easier to make it for the 9th day. We'll probably have that the days 9 and 10, and also obviously the final show. Maybe not 9 and 10, maybe just 9. As far as Okada, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe Corkin, but maybe not. Maybe we'll just run elsewhere. Because at this point, we're pretty big enough to where we can run a pretty good sized show, no matter what. But that's gonna be a nuts. It's a big time match to have on a tour show. So I don't know how I feel about that as far as doing it on a tour show, but I feel like it's a great story perspective, and it adds some type of value to the tour. Then obviously Diamond Ring, Kings of Wrestling for the JC Tag Team titles. The JC Junior Tag as the JC Junior Heavyweight Tag Team title matchup of Suzuki-gun with Taichi, Yoshida Kanemaru against Apollo 55, Prince Devitt, Ryusuke Taguchi. Just makes sense there. Obviously, them being, Devitt also being, it was funny how, like, most of the belts, Devitt had 2 belts as far as the heavyweight, or as far as the junior heavyweight tag and junior heavyweight singles, and then Hero was the heavyweight champ and the heavyweight tag champ too. So it's just funny how, like, 2 guys had most of the belts. And obviously Naito Shibata in the number 1 contendership matchup to see who's going to take on either the winner of Go Shiozaki and Minoru Suzuki there. Tag match of Marufuji and Jun Akiyama against Yoshihiro Takayama and Kenta, as well as the Strong Pillars of Violence of Shuji Ishikawa and Toma Akiyama against Hiroki Goto and Tomarishi. Just a bit of a prep for the tag league there, having some tag matches on the card. And that's gonna be a lot of fun. Those kind of undercard tag matches. Goto and Ishii, they don't really click together. Is the one thing there with that match. That would probably be better than honestly the Marufuji, Jun Akiyama, Takayama Kenta match. But I think for where we're at, I think that's a pretty good spot for right now. It doesn't really matter if it's the 3rd match or the 4th match on the card. It's not a huge difference. Then the 6-man of Laughter 7 of Kazushi Sakuraba, Kendo Kashin, and Kushida against Brave of Kobashi, Atsushi Aoki, and Katora Suzuki. Just to kind of build up more, Laughter 7 getting involved stuff. Because it was tough to really gauge that, because it's like, well, we could do, as far as what else can you build, because obviously we're doing Shibata Naito, so it's nothing else more you can really ask for there. And then the opener, Alex Payne versus Naoki Tanasaki. It's tough, because our roster is very big, and there's guys I'm just like, it's not good not having Zack Sabre Jr. on any of these cards that we've done. That's hurt me a little bit. When you have the new toy come in and Suzuki-gun, and you're having Brave getting some spotlights too, and Kings of Wrestling, they had literally the heavyweight champ and tag champ, and now they might just lose both those in one tour. That would be tough. But that's a very strong possibility. Diamond Ring, they might finally crack the code. They've beaten them before. That was at the tag league, the last year's tag league. So we might just see that. We might just see history be made in that one. So that's pretty big, As that's what we're building towards in these. I want to say it's only 4 shows. Yeah, 4 tour shows. For the main event, I just feel like the best option is the Go Shiozaki return with Brave. Just kind of throwing everybody that's big in this match. So we'll do Suzuki with Takayama. Went the wrong way. With Takayama and with Kenta. Then we'll have the Brave match be, Marufuji Jun Akiyama, of course, with Go Shiozaki. Yeah, 22 minutes is good. We'll have Uncle June get the win. This time around, he's going to beat Akiyama. Or Takayama, rather. Instead of Akiyama. Jesus. There we go. 22 minutes. Pretty solid main. And I guess we're going to do a 6-man. Yeah, we've done a good bit, I want to say. Maybe not even a good bit, but Kings of Wrestling with Zack against Diamond Ring of Nakajima, Miyahara, and Kano. I haven't really done it once. I was thinking we've done it like a bunch of times. Did it one time, and I think 20 minutes is good for a co-main spot. Trying to think what would be a good idea. Think about Miyahara beat Zack, just to get Diamond Ring a win. I mean, this could be the main, honestly, on any other night. Might even, I don't think it's going to be better, though. It's going to be close. It'll be close with that, as far as competing with the main event, 6-man. Yeah, so now, as far as what we could build, I think as far as we, I kind of want to have Devitt, Taichi, maybe, or Devitt and Kanemaru, something like that. Just what would be a kind of good idea. I think that's maybe a little too much for just this one show we're doing. We're doing a lot already. So I think we'll just have Sasuke beat one of the young lions. He can beat Takashita as the opener. We'll at least get that out of the way. Just curious, have we done this match? Done the tag of Yoshitone and Sasuke against Takashita and Nindo. I think a good, probably as far as junior tag match to do, would probably be Crazy Nozawa against Taichi and Kanemaru, to at least establish them, because they are coming out of nowhere, so we have to make that make sense for that title match, to give them some credibility. Taichi and Kanemaru. Trying to think what would be a good idea. Will be a first good stepping stone, because I don't want to throw Nozawa super crazy right at him, right out of the gate. I think that'd be a mistake. Guess we could do Shiga and Ogawa. I don't know even why I checked to see. Obviously, that's a thing. We'll have Taichi get a win over Ogawa. Alright, so we got 4. We just need 2 more. Need a steal the show match in particular. Thinking maybe we could do Eddie, have like the singles matches of Red Dragon, just to kind of do something a little different. Let's do Eddie and Bobby Fish. Done before. That was the Global Junior League in October. She got a 53. Well, 13 minutes. Edwards gets the win. Which will mean Kyle will be beating Roderick Strong, which that should be a pretty good match, all things considered. Yeah, I mean, pretty solid. Was it probably a mistake to do this after their tag match? Probably so. But I think this is a good kind of blow up of that, from kind of like finalize that, they did their tag match, so they're going to have singles matches against each other for this show. See what happens. A 51, Sasuke and Takashita. Is Sasuke with the Thunder Firebomb in 952. 61 for Suzuki-gun and Guntora Shiga and Yoshinari Ogawa is the Black Mephisto for Taichi over Ogawa. Pretty good junior tag team for Suzuki-gun there of Taichi and Kanemaru. 63 and 61. Pretty good. It's a 53 for Eddie Edwards and Bobby Fish. Eddie with the chin checker in 12:59. And then the Roderick Strong Kyle O'Reilly match gets a 60 as Kyle taps out Roderick Strong with an ankle lock in 14:02. 79 for Diamond Ring against the Kings of Wrestling. Definitely could have been a main event. As Diamond Ring beats Kings of Wrestling, even though every single person on the other side almost outperformed everybody on the other side. Like, Zach was just a couple of points behind Miyahara and Nakajima. They take the fall. Not a good tour for the Kings of Wrestling. Not a good tour. Yep, and they outperformed that match. It's 75 Brave versus Suzuki-gun as Jun Akiyama with the Exploder. And Takayama will just kind of definitively say there, Kenta best guy in the match. Not good for Go with a 57, but I'm assuming that's ring rust. We might be in some trouble if it, man, there's a lot of people. Yeah, he was rusty. So, I mean, that makes sense. And plus, it's nice to have him have some matches before we have the Kenta match as well. So, yeah, I mean, I think just everything's going to play out well regarding that. Pretty good show. Pretty good show. You know, obviously the wrong thing went on last, but that's it's the name of the game. Anytime you have Kings of Wrestling out there, that should definitely be the main. But, you know, we want to obviously put over the top program, so is what it is from that regard. I thought about getting in this bidding war with Samoa Joe. Thought about it, because it's like, man, Joe would be pretty awesome. The price is pretty steep, obviously, as I think it's, $88,000 per month, plus the $66,000 for the signing bonus. It's crazy that he didn't even consider this. I think it was just another year and, like, more merch and a bonus, too, but Dragon Gate's trying. They're trying to make a big-time splash, which is a little scary. A little scary there, but we'll be fine, though, as far as we won't be able to sign a lot of big names. We can, obviously, see the money we're making, but at the same time, our roster's pretty big as it is. We don't need to bring in any more people as of right now. Backstage incident, Bison Smith, for Wrestler's Court accusing him to fail and pick up his share of the tab of the shared rental car. Way to go, Bison Smith, you piece of shit. So, it's, I think as far as a tag match to have, I think Keith Walker, Alex Payne versus, like, Tanasaki and someone is, there's potential there. So I'll, go ahead and do that. Maybe Taue. Just a thought. It's always over. I'm an idiot sitting there just kept on dragging. It's like, oh, he's already there. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely an undercard match. We'll have Tanasaki get him this time around. There we go. As for, a main event that we could make out of this, that would make a lot of sense. Maybe it wouldn't make sense, but I think we should do it. We'll have Go with Apollo 55 against Suzuki with Kanemaru and Taichi. Maybe we can make it an 8-man. Just an idea. Have Apollo 55 with Go and Marufuji against Suzuki, Kenta, and then Kanemaru and Taichi, which I want to say they are called Suzuki-gun. Yeah, they are. So we'll go ahead and add that. That. Marufuji. I mean, it should be a pretty good match. Should be, as far as the main events go, should be pretty good. Now, this is going to be interesting. Who's taking the fall is now the real question. I think we're going to have Kenta beat Marufuji. Hate to do it, but I just feel like that makes sense out of everything involved. Yeah. I'm okay with it. Big time angle. Big time angle. Gets Kenta, a win and gets him really rocking and rolling. Actually, no, let's not. We'll have him beat Taguchi. Sorry, Taguchi. Gotta take the fall. So that's our main. As far as what we could do kind of elsewhere, um, that's a good question. Man, I wish, I don't think we'll be able to use them as a local. Yeah, how we can use Barnett though as a local. That's pretty interesting. I was thinking of trying to bring in, just try to bring in Yujiro. We definitely should be bringing in Yujiro to have him team up with Naito. To at least have some type of thing for Naito to team with. Because we could have done Naito and Yujiro against Shibata Sakuraba for sure. Would have made a lot of sense. But we'll save it for another show. But we could do Kobashi. Actually, no, let's do Naito and Aoki versus Kushida and Shibata. Okay, 18. We're gonna have. This is a tough one. I guess we'll have Shibata win. He's gonna beat Aoki. Tough one to call. So that's definitely like a good co-main, or at least a third match on the card. Just kind of see what would our steal the show match be. That we haven't done in a while though. I'm just thinking about it, just to add to the undercard. We haven't done No Way and Walter in a hot minute. We waited just a little bit. This will be the fourth time. Walter will be getting the win. Let's keep on building them up. Oh, there we go. We finally got the penalty. Finally. Took long enough. Let's see. Taniguchi's an option. Bison Smith. He really could beat Bison too, which Bison's already... Oh, no, he's not booked. That's right. Yeah, we could do that. Bison Smith and Walter. Oh, I already have it set. That's fine by me. Yeah, that could be like the opener. Seeing what we could do as far as I think Super Crazy Nozawa. Yeah, Momono Sushin tag. Probably a good idea. As far as we did 6 made of this in January, and we also did the tag where Momono Sushin tag 1. So I think it's only right. We have Nozawa win. He's gonna beat Katoge. This will be the steal the show match. And we can even have like a crappier opener. We can have a Young Lion appearance of someone. Yeah, we'll have Koi Sato beat up on poor Tetsuya Endo. Not great. Not great at all. See what happens though. Oh, I mean, at least you got a 50. A stinger though for Tetsuya Endo. It's not good. I still haven't changed that high angle German suplex. It's so dumb. So dumb. A 38. Yeah, Walter outperformed him. Cha-cha bomb. 13-12. And the next tag match is Tanasaki with the Kiritawe. Lose to Alex Payne and Keith Walker. Tanasaki. Actually, no, they won. I mean, Tanasaki beat Keith Walker? It should have been Alex Payne. I don't know what happened there. Alright. I'll have to do something like that again to where he gets that win back. Nozawa's super crazy, though. Beat Momono Sushin tag. Katoge takes the Nozawa driver in 1736. Boy, did we add a steal the show match to this? I guess we did. Oh well. As the co-main here is Shibata and Kushida. It's Naito and Aoki as Shibata taps out Aoki with the octopus hold. Surprised that didn't get higher rating there. Shibata did the 78, 70s for Kushida and Naito. Just, Aoki the 61 still. That should have been no 64. And a 67 main. Interesting, not even a 70 on the card. Kenta pins Taguchi with Go to Sleep. Kenta's the best guy in the match, followed by Naomichi Marufuji and Devitt. As Go was the worst guy in the match. That is not a great sign. Not a great sign at all. My oh my, is he still rusty though? He still is, and he held back too. That's good, at least he's still rusty. And that's how we know what we're getting into though. It's that Go Kenta match. Boy oh boy. Let's hope Go isn't still rusty. That would suck. But, it should still be a pretty good match, though. Kenta will carry him, for sure, if it needs to be. If it needs to be carried. And, we still, we have a lot going on, but also at the same time, this tour has been pretty brutal. Feel like we've had a show, like, every other day. Surprised someone's gotten hurt. Knock on wood, Claudio got released by Chikara. How about that? Is he signed anywhere now? Yeah, we still... Because I didn't sign him on an exclusive, which is probably a mistake. But I'm just kind of letting him be. Letting him get his dates in. Yeah, that Stinger, he should be okay, though. Yeah, he's about a week out of action. Not bad, yeah. Gargano got released, too. See if he's unemployed. I figured not. I figured Dragon Gate USA and Evolve still. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Alright, on to day 9 we go. Alright, so I just want to make sure as far as we haven't really been changing the dates of where we run our shows. Which we should have been doing before this match. Because now we're going to have to run it at a place where it probably doesn't deserve to see this match. But that's okay. You live and you learn. Yeah. Oh, I guess there's 1,800. That's close enough to 2,000. See where we... Yeah, this Hondo Citizen Center. So I already had it as a pre-book thing. We'll go ahead and add it. Go and Kenta. As Go will be winning, of course. 28 minutes. Probably should give that a little bit more time, to be fair. I know he's also rusty too. Kenta's a little upset by that, which I get it. Going from beating Claudio in a really great co-main to now having to lose to Go, which might not be another fucking locker room incident, as Roderick Strong brought before Wrestler's Court, accused of not joining the Wrestler locker room on a night out again. Sakuraba was just like, come on, you old fucks. What are you, just sitting at home and sitting at the Tokyo Dome Hotel, just playing on your fucking PlayStation 3s, wasting the day away? You fucks, go out there and have some fun. As yeah, I think now we can do, as far as hopefully at least, that Sakuraba, Shibata, as far as something like that, getting them involved. I hope we can still do it. As far as what we could have done with No Limit and the next show, maybe that will be something we build. We bring them in for the next show. I don't think it'll be signed though in time though, to be fair. So, fuck it. it's no big deal. But we can have Naito team up with someone though, at least. It could be either Ishii, or it could be the returning Hiroki Goto too. We might even have him team up with Kobashi. I like that. Naito, Kobashi. Does it make any sense? No. But, Kobashi's taking on Sakuraba on that 6-man, and obviously Naito and Shibata, so at least there is some type of consistency. Oh, we'll have Naito beat Sakuraba. I think that's probably for the best. This could be a good co-main, though. Good co-main. So now, just for the rest of the card, another tag match. Yeah, we'll do Kanemaru and Tai Chi. They can beat the Nozawa Super Crazy team. since they've been on a bit of a tear. Let's see, 14, and we'll have Kanemaru be crazy. We'll have it be set for Steal the Show. I think that's for the best. There. Good stuff. 14 minutes. Not bad, not bad. As for the rest of the card, probably as far as Koji Iwamoto or Takashita. Could have them face each other, have them do the draw. I'm just kind of curious how many times we've done it. Haven't done it at all. So yeah. 10-minute time limit. Not the best match in the world, and obviously as an opener, this match is going to get killed. It'll get like a 12. But I just think it's common, very common for fucking any Japanese pro wrestling company that utilizes Young Lion's system. That they're gonna face each other. Just kind of is what it is. Let's do Sasuke and Yoshito against Livestrong Die Hard. They could use a win, and I think as far as the match, it should be okay. Probably won't be out of this world or anything, but still needs to be done. It's 12 minutes. I'll let Roddy get the win. Don't care who takes the fall, to be honest. Alright. So the final kind of match I want to add, so I need something to split up the two junior tag matches. So I guess we could either do a heavyweight tag, or I could just do a heavyweight singles, or a 6-man even. Yeah, because as far as, I want to go back to this. So, yeah, Shuji Ishikawa and Hanma against Goto and Ishii. That match, you could use maybe some build, but I'm not sure exactly what it is that I would throw out there for Goto and Ishii. Because obviously we could do Tanaka, just an idea, or even Koei Sato. Either way, I'm probably gonna go with Masato Tanaka though. And just for Goto and Ishii, it's a tough call, very, very tough call. But I think as far as what would make kind of the most sense, so we could use Jun Akiyama, even though he's a part of Brave. Just an idea, I use Taniguchi. I think Taniguchi that make that match kind of complete. 16 minutes. Tanaka beats Taniguchi. That would have been a bad idea. Yeah, I mean, this could go in between the junior tag stuff. We got ourselves a card. Just kind of curious. Yep, it's just super crazy, weirdly enough. So I want to make sure, yeah, we did change that. I was like, could have swore we did. Sometimes you just got to double check. Oh, 21. Not bad. Not bad. It could have been worse for these two young lions. 54. It's Roger Strong and Eddie Edwards get the win with the sick kick into the Die Hard driver. It's Roger Strong. Pins Yoshito in there. Sasuke, best guy in the match. Double thumbs up from this guy. So, yeah, Ishii, Goto, and Taniguchi against Strong Pillars of Violence. Obviously, Strong Pillars of Violence got the win as Masato Tanaka pins Shohei Taniguchi with a sliding D. Yeah, an 80 for Ishii, 70 for Ishikawa, 72 for Goto, 67 for Hanma. Good stuff. That tag match is going to be a lot of fun to see play out. There's a 58 for Crazy Nozawa against Suzuki-gun. Yeah, I mean, the right team wins, which is very impressive for Suzuki-gun, because, Super Crazy Nozawa does suck that Nozawa's off his game and having the great chemistry, but good win for Suzuki-gun if they get the win over Crazy Nozawa with a deep impact. The 67 for Shibata and Sakuraba against Naito and Kenta Kobashi. What a match. Wrong team wins. It's very, very close, though. Naito with the Stardust Press over Sakuraba in 2028. 65. Boys, Go gets them with the Go Flasher in 28:44. Not good. Not a good sign there. Boy, oh boy. It's just, he's still rusty, though. And a dead crowd. Oof, couldn't get the crowd back for that main event. Yeah, this tour, it's, definitely plateaued a bit, and it's even going down and down up until now we get into this final tour show. It's crazy. We were getting 70s. We were having multiple 70s on a card, and now we can't even get a 70 on one show, let alone the past two shows now. Not a great sign. And, with Go, I figured maybe the ring rust would have popped off in 3 matches, but that is realistic. So, I mean, it takes a couple of matches to get back with everything. And yeah, like we're going to sign Ric Flair. WWE's trying to get Samoa Joe now. Boy, that's going to be quite the bidding war. I hate that I have to keep doing this to look and see how it's going. Wow, so yeah, just not even working house shows. Wow, that's a big time deal for WWE. Obviously, realistically speaking, I mean, they would not be sending that contract over to Samoa Joe. A guy who's never been with the company. It's like, yeah, you don't have to work house shows. That'll be great for morale in the locker room. They love that. Yeah, he's gonna get fucking paid. Is what that's gonna be. So yeah, and then we gotta go until tomorrow here for day 10. I'm nervous, but at least the show, at least it should still be a pretty good show. It's not going to lose pop or anything, but hopefully we can end at least all these tour shows on a high note going into the final show. All right, so as far as what the main event will be, I think because it's quiet, we haven't really built up any Kings of Wrestling Diamond Ring stuff, at least not for a while. Probably be a good idea to do that. It's a backstage incident. Togawa failed to pick up his share of the tab at the bar. Found him guilty and sentenced to pay drinks for everyone after the show. So, we could do as far as probably have a 6-man like that and just, because we've done it before, obviously. And it's just, I think for everybody involved, that would probably be the best idea for the main event what we can do. Then Nakajima, Miyahara. I can only imagine if we would have made them a team. This is what you don't do. If you want to be good at TEW, don't have a team that's been the team for years and it's established wins and whatnot. Don't have them just not be a team in your game because you're fucking lazy. And it's they're 1-1, and I think we'll have the Kings Wrestle get the win. And it's poor Keno's gonna have to take the fall here. So I think we're gonna have Claudio get the win. He'll beat Keno in the main again. Hopefully, knock on wood, nobody gets fucking hurt. I'm keeping them pretty short though, as far as matches. We're not trying to get somebody hurt. No need for that. No need for it. We could. This is another good match that I just thought of. I'm surprised it took so long. And maybe I did it. I was thinking I haven't though. That'd be hilarious if I've already done it on one of these shows. Snowy? Yeah, we haven't. So, what would have been a great match? I'm still gonna do it. It should have been the main, but it's not. Maybe it'll be the co-main, just for this, because having Go with Apollo 55. Yeah, I mean, because we kind of just did the same exact kind of angle a little bit, but not to this extent. We had, instead of, we used, as far as for Apollo 55, using Devitt and Ishimori, using kind of Brave in that sense, but to do Go with Apollo 55 instead now. It's a little different, but still somewhat the same ideology. And then Suzuki with, obviously, Kanemaru and Desperado. Holy shit. It's Kanemaru and Daichi. There we go. 22 minutes. Yeah, we'll have Go. Beats Daichi. He'll beat his boy. Just points at him right before he hits the Go Flasher on him. That'd be a pretty fun spot. yeah, I think that will be the co-main now. Which it's going to be better than this match, I'm sure. Yeah, so, as far as what else we can do, I feel like, we could probably do a 6-man again, have 3 straight 6-mans. I don't know how I feel about this, but having Kenta with Takayama and do Kakanuma, and have Marufuji Jun with Ishimori. I haven't done this before. Give it 18. Tough one to call. Because we've been giving Jun Akiyama a lot of wins, but we can't get him over the hump. I think we're just going to have... I think we're going to have Kakanuma beat... No, probably shouldn't do that. Probably shouldn't have him beat... Let's have Marufuji beat Kakanuma. I like that. Alright, so we got our top 3 matches for sure. So now we just need Steal the Show match and some undercard stuff. As far as what we could do... Alex Payne against... I'm trying to think what would be a good kind of warm-up match for him. Maybe O'Hara. So as I was saying, we've done this. It's the first navigation in 2012. About a year and a half, or not even a year and a half, year and 2 months in the making for this Alex Payne win. Boy, and then it's like, do we have Tanasaki beat like Harada? Or do we have him beat Katoge? There's a lot of different options here. I think we're just having beat Katora Shiga. That's probably for the best. They just teamed up though. Rather, maybe not just teamed up, but they have teamed up in the past. 12 minutes. Tanasaki will be getting the win. And for a Steal the Show match, not really sure what would be the best option. I'm very, as far as like torn. So I'm like, maybe not. Probably shouldn't do a fucking singles match. Probably a tag of let's see what we could do. Yeah, I mean, I haven't used really Aoki Suzuki all that much. As far as we could do Nozawa and Super Crazy. Now Super Crazy's cold. Yeah, 'cause I haven't done this before. Quite the junior tag match. So have Suzuki get the win. He's going to beat Nozawa. Just so Super Crazy doesn't plummet with momentum problems. Steal the Show. 14. Good stuff. Alright. Let's change the venue. Yeah, that's probably our best bet there. 1,758. Let's go 1,800. Perfect. Alright. Let's run the show. 36. Still not there as far as pop-wise, but at least Alex Payne is there performance-wise. So he gets one with the sweet spot in 10:04. 59 for Shiga and Tanasaki. Tanasaki with the Casanova in 11:44. 63 for the junior tag match of Aoki Suzuki against Nozawa and Super Crazy. Super Crazy made off his game. That would have been even better. It's a fun match, though. Suzuki pins Nozawa with the Blue Destiny in 13:57. 69 for the 6-man here of Brave and Suzuki-gun as Brave get the win. Marufuji pins Kakanuma with the Tiger Frozen. Fucking hate that it's called that in this mod. Fucking Flosion, but that's alright. As 77s for Marufuji and Kenta. 72 from Ishimori. 55 for Jun Akiyama. And 54s for Takayama and Kakanuma. 73 for Diamond Ring and Kings of Wrestling. I mean, there is potential there to be better. As Claudio with a very European uppercut over Keno, who worst guy in the match with a 47. Not a great look, but at least Kings of Wrestling get the win there. Should be interesting, that tag title matchup. But yeah, but 74 just by a point. Go Shizaki with a Go Flasher on Tai Chi. 69 for Go Shiozaki. Just getting there. Devitt, best guy in the match. It's funny that whole Brave side, well, not even Brave, go with Apollo 55 was better than the Suzuki-gun team there. Is he finally rocking and rolling? Yeah, looks like the rust is off. Whew. That was... We almost fucked ourselves there, but thank God. Worked out. 73, though, for the show rating. It's a great show rating to have to go into the final show of the episode here for the Great Voyage in Tokyo Volume 1. Which, man, Go Shiozaki Minoru Suzuki. Is it going to be a main event that's going to set the world on fire like we've had in the past? Probably not. But it's a fun story for Go Shiozaki to come back and to try to fend off the invaders of Suzuki-gun. You get the GHC Heavyweight title. And also, Diamond Ring and Kings of Wrestling. Anytime Kings of Wrestling are on the card, is bound to have the best match on that card. Sure, the same thing will happen there. Yeah, AJ Styles and Brock Lesnar. For TNA, I'm sure Brock will lose like 5 times. Yeah, we got a while, so, we'll have to stop the recording and we'll come back for the final show here of the episode. Alright, so yeah, we'll be in Jinju Stadium for this one, though, for the Great Voyage in Tokyo Volume 1. Fighting TV Samurai. We got a... Well, it's Kanemaru. What do? As he helps create a fun and relaxed atmosphere after finding a discarded karaoke machine and starting an impromptu pre-show competition. Melody of power ballads apparently stole the show. Yeah, just Kanemaru just being the absolute best. Love it. Love to see it. 53,000. I feel like we could get somewhere bigger than Jinju Stadium. Every time I'm just like, oh, come on, we gotta be somewhere bigger than that. Yeah. Tokyo Dome still a ways away. Which is so funny again. I'll never stop bringing that up. That, of course, this mod would have a not legitimate 70,000. Like a wrestling show, you would have to have like no stage. Like there's just no way you'd have 70,000 people in there anymore. Even then, Inoki's like retirement show that had quote unquote 70-some thousand people. Like, it's all bullshit. It's maybe 50,000, maybe. As for, of course, the card. Top of the card, Go Shiozaki Minoru Suzuki for the GHC Heavyweight title. We have a new champion. Just like that. So we had from a pretty much a month reign to a 14-day reign. 2 weeks as the GHC National, or I said finalized the National Champion, GHC Heavyweight Champion, and it's over. Go Shiozaki will be starting his reign. As for the co-main, Kings of Wrestling versus Diamond Ring, Katsuhiko Nakajima, Kenta Miyahara. They are not the only champions to be changed, as it's going to be the heavyweight and tag team titles will be changing hands, as Katsuhiko Nakajima and Kento Miyahara will beat the Kings of Wrestling. How about that? We got new tag champs going into the tag league, Kings of Wrestling, not as the tag team champions. It's quite the decision. That's their first reign as tag team champions. It's been a long time coming for the Diamond Ring team, and I mean that's been my little passion project, having Katsuhiko Nakajima and Kento Miyahara rise up the rankings of that card. They did it. They're going to get outperformed, but they'll at least have a pretty good match. Then the junior tag match, Suzuki-gun and Apollo 55. Those belts will not be changing hands, so as Devitt will still be a 2-time champ. As double champ Devitt gets the win, too, as he's going to beat Kanemaru. Feel bad now that Kanemaru had that awesome karaoke ballad. Now he's going to lose here. So away she goes. And Marufuji and Akiyama against Kenta and Takayama, as Marufuji will be beating Takayama there. Which makes sense. We did this match in January, so the previous episode you saw this, and where we had No Mercy at that time get the win. Now, being Suzuki-gun, they take the fall. Should have known. Should have looked up there. I'll give it to Kobashi. In the Strong Pillars match of the Strong Pillars of Violence versus Goto and Ishii, and another lifetime, they're the Chaotic Pitbulls, but here, they're just a team that doesn't have any chemistry, so they'll take the fall there. As I'm excited to see how Ishikawa and Hama do. They'll probably make it to the tag league. We'll probably have 2 Strong Pillars of Violence teams. As then we'll have the Laughter 7 Brave 6-man. Laughter 7 will be getting the win over Brave, as Sakuraga's going to tap out, I'm assuming, Aoki there. I'm assuming he's going to tap him out. I don't think he'll pin him. And I completely forgot about Naito Shibata. That's going way up there. It's going above the tag match of Akiyama and Marufuji against Suzuki-gun. So, yes, Shibata's going to get the win. So, it will be the main event. The co-main will be the Tag League Finals, actually. Which I want to say that's the first time we've done that. Usually the Tag League is usually the finals, or at least the main event. But not anymore. Not anymore, as that will now be Katsuyori Shibata versus Go Shiozaki. Which we're still waiting on the Steal the Show match, which is going to be the opener. Naoki Tanasaki against Alex Payne. And Naoki Tanasaki will be getting the win. Thought about it and was just like, he should probably get the win, and from that regard. But thought about it, though. Gave it a good thought. As, yep, it being, 10 minutes over, we're just going to go ahead and change it to a 3-hour show. No big deal there. So, as far as the pre-show, we only have, we do have a couple of tag matches, I guess. Got 3 of them. Actually, I got 4 of them, so yeah, maybe not do just a regular old tag. Maybe a 6-man. Do Future Shock, so all of Momonosu should tag, and then O'Hara. Bison Smith turned in his notice, so he'll be gone. As 30-day notice, so we won't probably be able to use him a whole lot as far as trying to elevate talent during the Tag League, which sucks, but it's the way she goes. Just timing wasn't on our side there. Thinking Yoshitone, Sasuke, and Ogawa. Certainly a match. This certainly belongs on the pre-show. 10 minutes. I'm trying to think who could use this win. Let's have Sasuke beat. Nah, let's have Future Shock at the win. Let's have Arata beat Sasuke. It's big time. Big time match. And, let's see here what we could do. It's a good kind of selection of guys that we've already, as far as, I would love to get Zach on the show. We'd, that's always a given. Yeah, I mean, Strong Break Japan aren't on the card either. It's tough. Tough. Walter's not on it. Yeah, Sato's not on, you can do Koei, Sato, and Walter. I don't know why I even checked. Of course, they haven't done this before. 10 minutes. We'll have Sato get the win, actually. Put a stop to Walter right there in his tracks. It might outperform him, though, which would be hilarious if that's the case. That'll probably kick off the first of the 2 pre-show matches. And yeah, I think we're good to go. As far as Kendo Kashin's the only one being used too much, everybody else is good to go. Let's run it. Yeah, 56. Oh, no, Koei Sato outperformed him. For sure, 63. Yeah, way to go, Koei Sato. Way to come back. I mean, the Strong Pillars of Violence, they're a unique stable in the fact that they're not traditional in the sense of they don't have, like, juniors, and they don't have, as far as, there's not a role for every guy. You literally have, as far as 7 of some of the baddest motherfuckers in Japanese pro wrestling in one stable. It's pretty fun. So 60 for this pre-show match. Yeah, Sasuke best guy in the match. Harada and Yoshitone were the second best guys. Second and third, I guess, with the tie. Then Katoge, Ogawa, and Ohara was the worst guy. I wouldn't say a country mile, but a mile. At 60, again, for the opener here, is Tanasaki beats Alex Payne. It's very, very close. But just felt like that was the right decision. Tanasaki with the Casanova, 13-19. 66 for the 6-man here. Not enough time given. Interesting. Sakuraba pins Aoki, so he doesn't even tap him out. Kushida, best guy in the match. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, Kobashi was off his game. Yeah, Kobashi's finally hitting, which is great, because in real life he retires October 2013? Might have been December. Why am I? It's definitely in the fall, though. It's fall of 2013. So, we'll probably have to do a final burning show. Like, we'll have to. There's no, we'll have to, yeah, but we must do that final burning show. Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome to bust out if we can. And Sakuraba gets the win. So, the Lion Splash for Shuji Ishikawa over Okagoto. I figured this would be pretty awesome, even with the absolutely no chemistry. 81s for Hanma Nishikawa, 65 for Ishii, 64 for Goto. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Yeah, I mean, that tag league's going to be nuts, though. You're going to have a lot of great tag teams in there. I might split into 2 blocks, honestly, if we have enough guys to do that. So, man, Marufuji, Jun Akiyama, and Kenta and Takayama, as Marufuji pins Takayama with a Shinryu. Kenta with a 90, 89 for Marufuji, 54 for Jun Akiyama, 56 for Yoshihiro Takayama. Some great stuff there. 84 for Shibata and Naito, as, yep, Shibata getting that win, getting his title match will be against Go Shiozaki. But that potential, though, when you're watching this card, and you're like, man, we could have either Shibata and Minoru Suzuki, or we could do Shibata and Go Shiozaki. Either way, I think it was a win-win situation if you're a fan. There's an 81. That's really good for this junior tag division, as Apollo 55 make their 3rd defense. Yeah, I mean, just Devitt's on another planet. You know, he's almost in the 90s now. Unreal. What a run. 89 for the tag title matchup. Putting over the kids. You know, Nakajima pins Claudio, the German suplex, and 34-23. Yeah, I mean, Nakajima at least was somewhat close. Miyahara still's got a way to go, but Nakajima's knocking on the door. He's getting there. Just barely, but that's a big win, obviously, for Diamond Ring. A 79 main event. I'm surprised it even got into the 70s, to be honest. As you see there, it was a 71-72, the match rating, as Go Shiozaki with the Go Flasher. And he's your new GHC Heavyweight Champion in 29-18. It's a big-time win. Go Shiozaki getting his title and coming back in a big way. So it's kind of funny. We had, like, the tale of kind of 2 different returns, and both becoming heavyweight champions in this one episode. You know, Suzuki with Suzuki-gun we saw as far as returning and to end out the last episode to now have that run where he did deserve to beat Chris Hero, but he still beat him in a bit of an upset, and having kind of legitimate, skills as far as that background of being a shooter. Just felt like when you can have that upset, it makes sense if it's the guy that can actually, beat the guy for real. And then for Go Shiozaki coming back from that broken leg, he would have had a big, and I mean big, global league if he was healthy. And to miss that out was a big swing and a miss. But to come back and to be like the hero, to be the guy who's taking out Suzuki, it's pretty fun. Pretty fun moment for him. So now we have the tag league, the book. We lost Pop. 79. And we still lost Pop. It's crazy. But yeah, obviously, wrong thing went on last. I should have still, knowing what these two were capable of, I still should have just been like, let's put King's Wrestling on last. But just couldn't do it. But there was some good stuff, though, on this card. I'm not upset about having a 79. We still lose Pop. It just shows you how much we've grown. And, we can't gain Pop anyway, so it's like, we'll get it back. We're still probably big enough to where once we hit our month of absence now, of waiting, we'll be a big company anyways. Let's give Go Shiozaki a hug. Fucking Chris Hero for being the man. I'm going to give some love to Devitt, too. I mean, what a performance. That was crazy to really be the ace of the junior division. Putting that to a whole other stratosphere, really, because even like Low-Key, when he was in his, days of being the junior heavyweight champion, being the junior ace, there for a little bit, as far as being the top guy, he was doing really well, but not at that level of like almost the 90s good. Yeah, that will do it for the episodes, and this tag league, I have a surprise or two up my sleeve for it. It might be 2 blocks, just the way the talent is. We just have so many great tag teams that we can use that we might split it up in 2 blocks. It all depends. I wish at least I could book a tournament without using this, but this is just such a great thing for, like, I could just show, like, the Google Sheet page of, like, kind of what's it looking like kind of after each day. But I just love kind of how that, it's just so simple. You just got to click it. You know, you don't have to do any editing or anything. It does all the work for you. So that, it's just for someone who's lazy, it's great to use. But as far as the potential of having more and more people in the tag league, it's not great because we're capped at 10. We could definitely have like 12, 16 teams and it'd just be incredible. But it's the way she goes. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all have had a great New Year so far. 6 days in. Well, it'll be 7. Yeah, no, it'll be 6 by the time you guys watch this. I've had some great wrestling and Japanese pro wrestling. I wouldn't say it's only going to get better because it's going to be tough to top some of the stuff we've already seen. But we still got a whole lot of wrestling to go through this year. Still a whole lot of things happen on the channel. We're almost off of the second copyright strike, so we'll be back down to 1 and hopefully then 0. I'm torn between starting uploading stuff again that might potentially have copyright material in it, and either when we get the second strike off of us, or when we just kind of wait it out, and when there's no strike, so we don't have to really be too scared about it. It's tough decisions, but I think I might wait until after February. So that's just an idea, just to kind of, if you made it this far, you're a real one, so I might as well just show some of the things that were going on the channel and in the new year, just kind of the things that I'm thinking. But yeah, I mean, we're just gonna keep on trucking here with Pro Wrestling Noah. It's crazy. We're already into March in 2013. Crazy. Thank you all, and we'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.